Welcome back to DevOps with Dami. In today's video, we'll dive into Azure Artifacts and demonstrate how to create and publish a Node.js application. Azure Artifacts provide an integrated package management solution in Azure DevOps, allowing you to create, host, and share packages across your development teams. By the end of this video, you'll understand what Azure Artifact is and its importance in Azure DevOps pipelines, how to create a simple Node.js Express application, how to test the application locally, and finally, how to publish the application to Azure Artifacts. If you're new here, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can never miss a DevOps tutorial from me. Before diving into the demo, let's briefly understand what Azure Artifact is and its benefits. Azure Artifacts is a package management service that enables teams to share code and dependencies. You can use it to store packages like npm, NuGet, and Maven in a secure way. Some of the key benefits of Azure Artifacts are centralized package management. You can share packages securely across your teams. Integration with Azure DevOps Pipeline. You can seamlessly use packages in your Azure DevOps Pipeline. Support for multiple formats. It can work with npm, NuGet, Maven, Python, and universal packages. In this hands-on demo, we will create a simple Node.js Express application, test the application locally, and finally publish the application to Azure Artifacts. Let's get started. Now I'm in my VS Code where we're going to be building our application. Let's ensure that we have a dedicated folder created for this project in the Explore section of the VS Code. First, let's initialize our Node.js project. I'll run the command npm init to initialize it. So the Y flag automatically accepts the default configurations, so we don't have to answer any prompts. This creates a package.json file which defines our project's metadata and dependencies. As you can see here, we already have our package.json file created. Next, we install Express, a minimal and flexible Node.js web application framework. To do that, I'll run the npm install express command. So this will add the Express as a dependency in our project. So if you check the package.json file, you see Express listed under dependencies. So now let's update our package.json file to define how the application gets started. I'll open the file and modify the script section. So we'll change this to start. And I will change this to node index. Let's save that. Now let's create a file named index.js and set up our Express server. So here's what's happening in this code. We import Express and create an instance of it. We tell Express to search static files from folder called public using the app.useExpress.static public. We set the server to listen on port 3000 or any port number defined in the environment variables. And finally, we start the server and log a message to confirm it's running. Let's save that. Next, we need to create a public folder where we will store our static files. Inside this folder, we'll create an index.html file with our simple HTML code. Now I'm going to create the file index.html. New file index.html. HTML body. Let's save that. So this will be the web page that gets served when we visit our application in the browser. Now that everything is set up, let's start our server by running the node command. As you can see now, there's a message which says that our application is running on port 3000. So let's head over to the browser and see how this works. As you can see now, we can now access our application on the browser. We can see it's rendering as expected. So we're going to be running a couple more commands to successfully push our application into Azure Artifacts. So let's head over to Azure DevOps, Azure Artifacts. As you can see here, we currently do not have anything here. We don't have any artifacts pushed here. So let's connect to feed, select npm. So since we're running this on my on a Windows machine, as you can see, I'm currently running a Windows machine. So we're going to select this. But if I was running a Mac or maybe any other operating system, then we can select others. But we're going to be selecting this since I'm running my local on Windows. So click on Get Tools, copy this command, and then let's run it on my terminal. Let's create an additional terminal here. Okay, that is done. And the next thing we're going to do is create a file called .npmrc in our project and then add this content into the file. So let's copy this. Copy that. And let's paste it into. Let's save that. And then the next thing we're going to be running this command. So apparently what this command does is that it, gets our token, our personal access token, and then adds it into the file which we just created. So now let's go into here and then run the npm install command. And then let's run the last command to publish our application into Azure Artifacts. Okay, that is successful. Let's head back to Azure Artifacts and see what we got. All right, guys, so as you can see here, we now have our project here, ADO Artifact. If you recall here, we named our project ADO Artifact. So that's pretty much how you build a simple Node.js Express application and publish it into Azure Artifacts. And this brings us to the end of today's video. So far, we've been able to cover how to work with Azure Artifacts and demonstrate how to create a simple Node.js Express application. We tested it locally, and then finally we published the application to Azure Artifacts. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like this video and share it with your network. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing DevOps tutorials like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.